So I just went to start the intro, and the water softener goes. There's no Barkov, there's no Tkachuk. We're going with 11 forwards and 7 defensemen. Good time to put Spencer Knight in the lineup, and my internet crapped out on me 10 minutes before and 10 minutes after the stream started and the water softener started. This is good. This should be a good night.
The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1, drop!
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Hi, Panther fans. You ever have one of those days where you question everything? Like, I spent all day long today working on content for this channel, created another Instagram, created a TikTok, getting all sorts of stuff ready, and I sit down to do the stream, and the internet craps out, and I come in here to do the video, and the water softener goes on, and there are some days when I just question everything. So, Alexander Barkov is out week to week. They're hoping to have him back by the time we go on that trip to Finland. Tkachuk is out sick. So we've got 2 rookies in. Samoskevich. Giles gets called back up. He's in. We're running 11 forwards, 7D. My assumption is going to be Lundell, Luosterainen, and Reinhart with Bennett, Rodriguez, and Verhaeghe. I think Boquist is going to center the third line with Samoskevich, and I think maybe Greer. And then the extra 2 with Gadjevich and Giles. So this should be interesting. This is Spencer Knight's first game in like a year and a half. Buffalo is winless and desperate for a win. Half of our team is missing. Beautiful. 6-0 Panthers incoming. It's 2-1 Buffalo after 1. I got to see about 50 seconds of the first period. Turns out that power flash, I think it might have fried my other laptop. Because after getting on the phone with the internet company and putzing around with a bunch of different things and everything going to shit, I went and got my other laptop, and it's working fine. So I think the power flash might have fried the Ethernet port on my other laptop. That's not good, people. It's 2-1. We're losing to Buffalo. Spencer Knight led in a softie. Almost led in another one. We look like a team that doesn't have its captain. It doesn't have its most energetic player other than Bennett. We look like a mess. An absolute mess. Move on to the second period. Four 2 Sabres after 2. Now, on one hand, most of you are probably thinking, we won the cup, it's early in the season, all of the things, all of the cope that we started slow last year, all of that, that's fine. That's fine. I know we're out Barkov. I know Tkachuk is gone. But, Mackie Samoskevich is giving a lot of effort out there tonight. Poor kid, man. Every time he gets the puck, they just smash him against the boards. I don't see how he's going to last the whole year like that. It was 4-1. Now it's 4-2. They seem to wake up there in the last minute and a half of the period. But nobody's skating. Everybody's coasting. I mean, literally the fourth goal with Knight is on the ground and he can't get back up. And if you watch the replay, everybody, not just Ekblad, but everybody is just like, they're not even moving their legs. They're just like looking over there and they're watching the puck and then they're watching the puck and they're not skating. None of these guys are skating. I will save the rest for after the game. But if this continues, it's not going to be pleasant. Speaking of not pleasant, is this the ESPN Plus experience where the stream just like glitches and lags and glitches and lags? Because we've always had DirecTV. I've had DirecTV all my whole life. Now the games are not on DirecTV. I got to stream on ESPN Plus. The first two games were good. This game sucks. It's just stopping and starting and stopping and starting and stopping and starting. Is this just the ESPN Plus experience? Or is it just me, special for tonight, just to put me over the edge a little bit more? So, 5-2 Buffalo. Now, way back on Yonders long ago, year 1, year 2, year 3 of this channel, had we had this result, I would have been in here cursing and drinking and yelling and screaming and bitching and moaning and groaning and complaining and all of those things. Now the team is good. The playoffs are usually a given for us. We made the Cup Finals 2 years in a row. We won the Cup. You know the deal. So, on one hand, Game 3, sitting here bitching and moaning and groaning and all of those things, it's kind of, there's no way I'm going to do that without people going in the comments saying, they just won the Cup, relax, and all of that. Of course. That said, how about we skate? Could we skate? Now, one of two things are happening here, and I know Barkov and Tkachuk are out, but that doesn't excuse the effort level. So one of two things is happening here, and I'm just wondering because we started last season not good. We were 0-2, and then we won a bunch of games. And, I mean, we beat the crap out of Boston, but Boston did not show up Game 1. Boston came out there knowing that they were getting sacrificed to the Stanley Cup banner god, and they kind of gave up pretty early on. Since then, we've played Ottawa and Buffalo, who are two up-and-coming playoff hopeful teams that on any given night are going to play their asses off like they did tonight and like Ottawa did the other night and beat us. And to make matters worse, our basic attitude out there is, no. Oh, the game started. Oh, we got to play again? Don't they just automatically put us in the playoffs? And we got to play the whole season? So there's that. Now, I said in the last period, I watched them standing around. Oh, we made a couple of, like, there was at least 20 seconds and then maybe another 30 seconds at the end of the third period where we showed a little bit of effort, like 50% of what our normal effort would be. Other than that, that was just a bunch of dudes out there on a Saturday afternoon skating around, just lollygagging and lackadaisical and not even worth me getting upset about. Like, back in the day when we were bad, it was bad because Yandel would screw up, or Matheson would screw up, or God help us, Jakob Kindle. It was like the team was trying, but they weren't really good enough. This was, they were trying, they were doing okay, and then Spencer and I decided to give up a couple softies in a row, and the team went, I go home. I go home. And that's what they did. They packed it up and they went home. And other than Mackie Semiskevich trying to skate around guys and learn that you're not going to be able to do that in the NHL, kid. You are not Bedard. You are not going to carry the puck into the zone and go wide around these NHL defensemen and get around them. They are going to plaster you up against the boards. Stop doing it. The system is dump the puck in. However, I cannot blame him for trying to do that because there's no forward support. There's just nothing. There's a bunch of drunk-ass beer league dudes out there skating around saying, hey, we're the champs. Hey, we won this champ. Hey, what? What is... So it ain't even worth getting upset about. So we now lost to Ottawa, and then we lost to Buffalo. And now Monday we got Boston. Now if we put that effort out there against Boston, it's going to be 8-2. I suspect Chucky Chuck. I expect Cheeky Chuck will be back. Bob will be back. Not like he's been lights out either. So, I mean, what can I really say other than whatever? Now, if 1-2 turns into 1-3, if we lose to Boston and in Columbus, we're going to start swing dancing. We're going to just start taking salsa lessons or something because no effort. Just none. Just none. As bad as my internet was tonight, at least by the end of the game, by the third period, our stream was working, ESPN Plus was working, and the Panthers were still not working. Although I will give Spencer Knight some credit after the 2 softies and then the 4th goal, which after all of that, he played better. He made some saves. The 4th goal, he's on his ass, and he can't get up. He'd fallen and he couldn't get up. And all of our defensemen just stood around him like, look at him, hey, coach, Spencer fell down. What do we, oh shit, there goes the puck. Hey, but wait, he was on the ground. Shouldn't they have stopped the play? Spencer, he fell down. Why are we still god-awful? Across the board. All of them except for Mackie Semiskevich. That's it. Everybody else sucked. Sam Bennett was okay, but I watched him coast. I'm watching them all coasting. Okay, they were coasting so much, I could outskate those sons of bitches tonight. I'm not a bad skater, though, so that might not be fair. But the point is, it's just... That's it. That's it. I didn't want to waste any more of my time talking about these schmucks out there. They're not giving effort. 2 nights in a row now. See, I'm going to start getting mad. I don't like losing, whatever. You lose a game, whatever. 2 in a row like this, that performance you put out there against Ottawa wasn't terrible. This, nobody steps up with no Barkov, no Tkachuk. See, now I'm aggravated. Nobody steps up. Back pass, drop pass, back pass, drop pass, lollygag, stand around, don't skate. So as you could say, Spencer Knight let in a couple of softies. But what did you guys do to help him out? Nothing. Nothing from nothing me, nothing. So, I'll be live tomorrow at noon so we can discuss this calamity. We're 1-2, which is where we were last year. So that's a good sign. We're going to win the cup again. I didn't see any particular players that are like, you can't even make a judgment call, right? Can't even make a judgment call about any individual players because as a group, they're just playing so dysfunctional. It looks like you went to a yard sale and just like grabbed 12 guys and said, hey, you're a hockey team. That's it. That's my professional synopsis of tonight's game. That's what I got for you. I'll be live tomorrow at noon. And hey, since I'm already in a mood, if you'd like to stick it to YouTube, watch the skit videos that I'm doing, the Eastern Conference Saga, because YouTube can suck it. All right? And it's not your fault that you're not watching, because I know you're not seeing it, because I'm watching YouTube, and the people that the amount of people, I've done 4 of these videos now. I've done 4 of the sagas. And each one, the YouTube algorithm has showed it to half, and half less again. Eventually, I'm going to put out enough of them to where I'm going to owe YouTube views. It'll be like negative 50 views. So if you'd like to stick it to the man, go to the Eastern Conference Saga playlist. I guarantee you it's more entertaining than the game you just watched. And watch a few of them, leave some comments, and maybe the algorithm will get its thumb out of its ass and start showing the videos to people, because it's good stuff. And YouTube can kiss it. I'm not quitting. I'll see you tomorrow at noon.